teaching method. Teaching method, so all we know that there are two types of teaching method. One is teacher centered and second is learner centered. So today we will go through from learner centered method. So we know that there are six types of, just see, there are six types of six types of learner centered method. They are laboratory method, project method, assignment method, discussion method, brainstorming method and seminar method. So all one by one we will discuss, and we will discuss also the merits and demerits of each method. So first of all we go through from laboratory method. So what is laboratory method? Laboratory method is a scientific method. Why it is scientific? Because students go to the laboratory and they make the research with or experiments or investigate the subject, and with this they gather the knowledge about the subject. So laboratory method is a planned learning activity. Why it is planned? Because dealing with original or raw data in the solution. So we go to the lab and we take some chemical or anything on which we make the lab test or research, or on which we experiment. So that is called, the way of learning is called laboratory method. So there are also some merits and demerits. What is the merits and what is the demerits? Merits are, this is very practical basis. So through this learning, through this lab test, we learn so many things practically. So with laboratory based method we can learn things very practically. So it is and it builds scientific attitudes and a sense of achievement on the students. So these are the merits, because with this laboratory method students gain actually practical methods. And what are the demerits? It is not suitable for all subjects. So demerits of laboratory method, this is not suitable for every subject, because there is some subject in our curriculum that is physical science, life science, that is lab based, science based subject, and all subject like English, Bengali, we can't do anything lab test about this subject. So this is not science based. So this is science based subject, only on this subject we can make laboratory method teaching. Okay, next we will go for project method. What is a project method? We all know in school we all made a project. So this is the project method. This is one of the modern method of teaching, project method. This is one of the modern method of teaching in which the student's point of view is given importance, and designing the curriculum and the content of studies. So this is project method, that teachers just give us some subject and we have to make project on it. And you know what happened with the making of project, we just follow the principle. What is the principle? This is learning by doing. It means we are learning something by doing any project work, or we are learning while we are making the project. So this is learning by doing. And there is something that in this method teacher, it means who teaches and who guided on this project, he plays actually a role of facilitative role rather than a role of an expert. So that time his role will be like facilitator, not like the formal teacher. So method of teaching involves 4 types of projects. So 4 types of project. One is constructive method, 2 that is aesthetic methods, 3 that's problematic methods, and 4 drill method. Okay, so there are 4 types of method, and with step by step with this method we can complete the project method. Okay, and then go always next step is demerits and merits of the project method. So what is a merits? Merits that it takes the student beyond the wall of the classroom and makes learning realistic and experimental. It is obviously true when you are learning something practically. So the process of learning obviously will be more spontaneous and more real, like theoretical or classroom teaching. So always students always prefer practical teaching than theoretical teaching. So this is the merits. And next merits, what is the merits? A student get a great degree of freedom to choose on which subject or in which way he will present his project. So this is the merits. And what is the demerits of the project method? Demerits, it requires meticulous planning and execution, otherwise it can give unreliable result. It means you have to know very properly, otherwise you will go to wrong path. And there can be many uncontrolled social or natural factors which may affect the outcome of the project. Suppose you are doing project on something on field, disaster happens, rains comes or whatever, so it will be interrupted by the natural disaster. So this is project method. It is the demerits of project method. Next come assignment method. What is assignment method? All we know about assignment, that we have to write something, have to analyze on some, we have to, first of all we have to analyze, and after that we have to make the research note on it. So this is assignment. First of all, before writing any assignment, we have to know more about the assignment subject. We have to analyze and we have to gather the true knowledge. After that, we have to make the assignment knowledge. So with this method, we can learn so many things. But there are also some merit and demerits. What is the merits? Basically, information analysis and research attitude. It increases information analysis and ability of research. It increases on student. And what is the next thing? It is increase self learning. It also increase students writing skill. Okay. And self learning attitudes grows among students. So these are the merits. And what is the demerits? Demerits are, there are so many chance to copy paste. You know, so many students, they just do not understand the topic, they just copy from internet and just paste it, and from copy from friends, or they just paste it. So this is no learning, they are just only making copy paste. So there is no use of assignment methods for these students. So these are the demerits. And what is another very practical demerits is the time limit is given with this assignment, when you have to submit within 10 days or 15 days. So the students are threatened with the time. So for this time limitation, students which makes a substandard work, it means they just create very fast as they have to submit this. So the work become very dull and not perfectly it is done. It is the standard of the work became substandard. Okay, next go discussion method. What is discussion method? Discussion method is that teacher will give you something, teacher will give some subject and some problems. You have to with all students in the class, they all have to discuss it. They all have to discuss it, and they have to solve the problem by discussing with other peers or other students or with the teacher. So this is discussion method. It is not much more. It is only discussion, that you have to discuss with your friends or discuss with your classmates or discuss with your teacher about a problem which is given by the teacher. So there are some 3 steps which through student discuss, that is orientation, engagement and debrief. It means orientation. What is orientation? Orientation, engagement and debrief. Orientation means, first of all, you have to know about the subject with which you are discussing. Then engagement. Engagement means you have to engage, you have to analyze, you have to engage with the subject. This is called engagement. And you have to analyze, you have to research. After that, debrief, you have to write something that what you have got from the discussion. Okay, so discussion method is a teaching of a group activity. Obviously, this is a group activity as you are doing in the classroom with your teachers or a group of friends or peers. So this is a group activity. And what is the merits? It is a merits is, it is completely, it is learner based. It means you can hear all of students, all of peers mentality, all of peers mental, their decision, everything you can understand with this, with their discussion. So it is allows learners to take responsibility of their own learning. It means what you know, you have to tell about this. Your knowledge based discussion will be happen. So the learner take responsibility for their own learning and facilitates students reflection on what they learned. It provides freedom to decision making, forming judgment. It means what you have learned through your knowledge, you can discuss, you can judge what is true and what is false. It is not true. And demerits is highly time consuming. So demerits of discussion method is highly time consuming. As you know that while you are discussing something in the class, it will take time to around one hour, and this is not always, this is not possible. And one more thing is, this is in classroom a chaos can be created. Okay, the discipline and the order of the classroom can be disturbed with this process or method, process of teaching. So this is demerits. Encourage the dominance of a few numbers from the group of learners who are very there are some students always, they are knowledgeably, they are strong, and who are, they are dominant, so they will dominate, the knowledgeable student will can dominate the weak students. So these are the demerits. Next two is brainstorming and seminar method. So what is brainstorming? It is obviously this is also a group creativity, group method, group teaching method, but this is group creativity technique. So the last one in discussion method, we have learned that discussion method of teaching is a group activity, and brainstorming method is a group creativity technique. So group activity and group creativity, it means through a group you will be given a problem or a topic, and you have to write down, or you have to tell, or you have to speak a new idea, a new spark, a new light of a new path of the solution. So you have to show a new path of solution through brainstorming. So this is the, what is the difference between brainstorming and discussion method. So discussion method is you have to discuss with your student or peers, but in brainstorming method, brainstorming means you have to rise a storm in your brain neuron. This is the brainstorming game, that you have to rise a storm in your brain by thinking a new idea, a new method, a new pathway of solution. Okay. So brainstorming method is first popularized by Alex Fakeney Osborne, and according to him, all the ideas are noted down and not criticized, and after brainstorming session down, the ideas are evaluated. It means everyone, there are just imagine that there are 10 students and teacher is giving some problems that you have to make a new idea in which way your classroom can be eco-friendly. So 10 students, they are giving 10 different ideas, new ideas which is not applied till yet. So there are 10 ideas, and a teacher is analyzing each of one's idea, and no one's idea is not criticized by the teachers. Their teachers is giving the enough value, adequate value on everyone's note or everyone's proposal. Okay. So this is brainstorming. There are demerits and merits also. Merits, it popularizes the group method of finding ideas. It applies to solve the goal of the group. It provides platform to everyone to speak and create ideas, and it is very economical. So everyone can speak their ideas, and it popularizes the group method of finding ideas. It means in group how to study very actively. Brainstorm method shows this. Okay, and demerits, what is the demerits? Demerits, it may lead to constant arguing due to virtues, and team members who have displayed creativity are more likely to succeed. It means same thing, that dominant will dominate the weak students, and which are very weak, they which are not creative like the creative students, they will be lost totally that time. They can't participate in this method. Okay, next come the last but not least, that is seminar method. Seminar method is, it is a method in which a group of students or group of people come together for discussion or learn specific techniques or topic. Usually discussion and learn specific technique of topics to a known person, through a known speaker who will discuss the several keynote and these speakers are usually experts in their own subject or topics. So what will happen that in seminar method, people or peer or student will go to seminar method, and they are the expert, the most knowledgeable person, professor or whoever who is very knowledgeable. He will come and he will give a lecture, or he will give some very authentic knowledge. Should be give authentic, obviously authentic knowledge. If then what will happen, the student will gather the accurate knowledge from their knowledge. Okay, so this is a very helpful method, that is seminar method. Then through the seminars, through hearing only the lectures, who are not interested to read books for gathering knowledge, it will be very helpful for them in the seminar method. Okay, and then merits. What is the merits? So a wealth of knowledge is usually presented by many speakers at one time in one place. So in one place, there, if you go to a seminar, you will get at least 10 to 15% will come and they will give a lecture. So in one place, through going only at one place, you can learn so many things, and you can knowledge bulk of knowledge through only one seminar. So a great way for those who do not like to book or attend classes to improve their knowledge for a specific subject. So if you don't interested to learn books, and it is very impossible to know everything, although whatever. So who are not interested so much to read a book, they can learn many things through seminars. And what is the demerit? Demerit, if the expert or if the speaker is not giving the proper information, then it will be very harmful for students to know, who are thinking that he is learning actually, but ultimately he is not getting something. So this is demerits, and there will be chances or attendance will expect too much from a seminar, maybe disadvantage. So if a student he is just want that he will expect that he will learn so much through a lecture or through a seminar, but if the expectation doesn't match, if the speakers are unable to give them adequate knowledge, so the student can be disappointed. Okay, and it is very time consuming. At least a seminar take time around 5 to 6 hours, so it is very time consuming and very difficult to concentrate with a long time, and this is also costly. It is not economical. Okay, so these are all six methods of teaching which are learner centered. Okay, thank you.